Alucard, he's classic as well. All right, well, let's get this list cleared. Yes. Underworld is the biggest one's missing. That's a sin. That's a sin. I want to talk to the manager of this fucking list. I'll go full Karen on them. All right, vegetables. Vampires. We already did that. I'm trying to scroll this. Like I want to do this like slower, but it's fine, I guess. TF2 classics. Starter Pokemon. Star Wars media. Oh my god. Fucking just oof. Kate. Just oh my god. She was just just chef kiss, just beautiful. Should we do Star Wars media? Because I have some words to say about some movies and shows. Let's do Star Wars media. Let's start some controversy. Well, I have a lot of... Well, for the movies themselves, I do have a lot to say about them, too. Okay. List is clear. Let's get started. Return of the Jedi. B tier. This movie was only made to be selling goddamn toys. There was no real reason to make a second Death Star in secret. There's no real reason for this almost a lot of the movie to happen because only to sell toys. The final lightsaber battle is great though. That's the reason why it's on B tier because it actually is a fun adventure throughout. But once you see what is actually going on, like, oh hey, this is a Batman and Robin kind of situation. They're just here to make toys. They're not here to actually tell a story. Because I don't care for the Ewoks. I kind of wish they delved more into was it Admiral Piat? He was like, Emperor's coming here. He's the guy in the intro freaking out whenever Vader arrives to the second Death Star. I kind of wish they would delve more into that, like, oh, maybe we're not the good guys. Maybe we should actually fight back and like kind of stir trouble from the inside. I kind of wish they did that more story on the storyline wise stuff. But solid. The part where Jabba the Hutt takes way too long, I want to say. As much as I do like Jabba the Hutt as a side villain, it takes way too long. It took way too long to get through that section in Tatooine. Clone Wars. A. So I did like the show. I prefer the original cartoon from Genndy Tartakovsky because I like it. It told a little bit darker story side of the Clone Wars, with General Grievous being a badass. Fucking this episode with Kit Fisto. There was a ton of great episodes, but they do capitalize on the art style for Clone Wars. Only reason why it's not on S tier, I hate Ahsoka Tano. I don't like Ahsoka Tano in that show for the first 2 seasons. After that, she's perfectly fine because once she leaves the Jedi Order, that's when she actually becomes a better character. But yeah, I did not like Ahsoka at first. But actually, let me drop it to B tier because I completely forgot about one thing. Come here. There we are. Yeah, I can't reach that far. I'll drop it to B tier because one thing I hated the fact that we'll get to that movie when we get to it, but I don't like the fact that the droids were played up for mostly laughs than actual villains. That's what I'm gonna say. Attack of the Clones. A tier. I was so close to putting in an S. I was like, oh wait, no, it's A tier for me. So cringe love story thrown in there aside, I still love it. It's still a good not little mystery because we kind of do get like what's going on after a little bit, but good little setup for what happens in the Clone Wars and the slow rise of Anakin becoming Darth Vader. Because the music in this one's excellent. I love it. The battle on Geonosis, top 5 of my favorite Star Wars battles ever. The lightsaber duel with Count Dooku and Obi-Wan and Anakin, still fantastic. The creature effects, the not space battles, but the just great sound design overall, especially with Fire Spray, aka Slave One. The seismic charge, probably the best sound ever fucking made. Just burn and just I could get off to that sound. A New Hope. What started it all? Tell you what. Let me go ahead and put it on A tier, because as good as the movie is, them changing a lot of stuff in the story to kind of fit everything else. Like, I kind of don't like that, because like, you set the puzzle piece, everything should go around that puzzle piece. You don't shave the puzzle piece to fit the other pieces that you'll make later. But still good, still great. I did love the small lightsaber duel between Vader and Obi-Wan, because now getting the full context of the fight is actually really good. But great. One thing I do love that they did change, adding some CG elements, but I do love the battle on the Death Star, or Battle of Yavin 4, is the fact that they added more spaceships and stuff like that to the fight. So it's goated in my opinion. But there's a lot of stuff that they changed is kind of holding it back. Still great. Classic theme. All that stuff. Force Awakens. D. Literally just the same. Just literally just the first goddamn movie again. So, here we go. Rey should not exist. This story should be about Finn. Because guess who's holding the goddamn lightsaber in this fucking shot of the poster? It's Finn. This should have been our Jedi. He should have been the Jedi. Rey should have just been the Han Solo character. Supporting. Finn should have been the Jedi. So, I will watch this movie if it's on. But it does have a nice little setup for sequel trilogies, despite Rey. Because I don't like, I do, but I also don't. There's a video I watched recently. It's actually a really good video. It was this lady that's talking about how, like, this is the era of Disney where they try to, basically shove Girl Boss into the forefront of the foray, which I don't mind, because there's some movies that kind of did push it a little too far. This one didn't, but it did kind of, downplay other characters. Like with Han Solo, and with her and Han Solo on the Millennium Falcon, and she's, messing with stuff up above. He knows the ship of the back of his hand, and if oh, I fixed this, you didn't, I fixed this, and I kind of didn't like that. But there's some things I could excuse, oh, how did she know about this? She's been around broken ships, even though she honestly shouldn't really know much about the Millennium Falcon, because that's a Cerulean type ship, and she's only seen destroyer class vessels, probably some Rebel Alliance ships too. But there's the Cerulean ship, the Cerulean class freight ship that he has isn't going to be the same thing as another ship. That was my only issue about it. But I know she would know about ships because hey, guess what? Junker Planet. She's got to know about salvaging parts and all that stuff. But anyway, yeah, Finn should have been the Jedi. I do like Kylo Ren. They fumbled him super hard after this. But the lightsaber duel is pretty fun. But we'll get to the lightsaber duels in a little while. But yeah, for right now, you're a D. Andor. I still need to finish this, but it's S tier. Fantastic writing. I love the characters. Great shows. Giving backstory to Rogue One, in which we'll get to that movie when we get there. But yeah, fantastic show. Y'all should go watch it. Season 2. I still need to finish Season 2. But yeah, so good so far. Empire. S tier. Battle of Hoth. My favorite Star Wars battle. The music. The tension to start off the battle. Goated. The fact that we get like heroes on the back foot, like we're not seeing them win. Like, oh, this is actually kind of dark for a heroic space movie because hey, guess what? This is kind of reflective of real life. You're not gonna win every single battle, but you do live to fight another day. That's the kind of the main crux of the point of the movie. But the fight between Anakin, the fight between Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader. Goated. I did think that Cloud City did last a little bit too long, but it was a good premise to set up for the fight. So yeah. S tier. Mandalorian. C. This show started off so great until they decided to start doing a story. I would have been perfectly fine with this being like a slice of life for a Mandalorian. But until they started doing an overarching story, I was like, it's kind of going downhill. I do love, even though he's kind of everywhere now, and I kind of wish they would hire other people, but Pedro Pascal as the voice for the Wanderer. Well, not the Wanderer. The Mandalorian himself. I don't mind Grogu. He's fine. Rest in peace, Carl Weathers, too, for the Magistrate. Magistrate? I don't remember. But anyway, a good show. It slowly fell off and kind of became like, ugh. It's still good, though. The first season is still great. Still fantastic. I do love the music and the art that they have in the credits. Next. If you're wondering what this is the fucking holiday special. This goes on the ground where it belongs. But anyway, Solo, unnecessary. I did like the voice. I did like the actor who did play Solo, or young Han Solo. Book of Boba Fett. It starts off good, then just goes straight downhill from there. So yeah, no. Revenge of the Sith. C. Let me move this over here. Actually, tell you what. There you are. Turn it towards the camera a little bit more so we can see what it is. Okay. So, Revenge of the Sith. C. Start off with. It's a movie. You can tell George Lucas was getting tired by his directing. Is like telling them, and well, actually probably and the writing too, but basically just I want to say half-assed it, but the actors are doing their damnedest to kind of do the story justice. But Anakin becoming Darth Vader in this one, it really didn't need to have this extra baggage of watching another show in its entirety, Clone Wars, to get this. But the starting battle's fun. It is the same situation with Return of the Jedi, where it feels like it's mostly to sell toys than anything, because we get to see the Wookiees, we get to see different CIC droids and different vehicles that you can play with, and we see different types of Starcraft that the Republic's using. It like feels like everyone's overacting, because the part where Obi-Wan's like, we saw Anakin, he was slaughtering younglings, and like just I don't know who okayed that line. There's a lot I can say about this movie, and I'm going to say it. Let me get the camera close to me. Revenge of the Sith has the worst lightsaber fight ever. The final lightsaber fight between Anakin and Obi-Wan is horrible. It is not well choreographed. It is not a real fight. I don't fucking care what anybody says. Fuck you if you think that's a great fight between two Jedi Masters. It is not a great fight. The music is fantastic though. But once you see, if you're familiar with any sort of like martial art or any sort of like any sort of sword play, and you watch the final fight between Anakin and Obi-Wan, it's not a good fight. The reason, I actually tell you what, fuck it, I'm going to put you down here. That's how pissed off I am at that movie. Because, like, with Empire, with The New Hope, with Clone Wars, Return of the Jedi, even Clone Wars, you have fantastic choreographed lightsaber fights, lightsaber duels. With Revenge of the Sith, they just throw that out the window. It's not fun. The only thing it is, it's flashy. That's the only thing. I hate the lightsaber fight in Revenge of the Sith, because all they're doing is they're just swinging. They're not even trying to hit each other. They're just swinging. And don't use that fucking excuse. Oh, they're friends. They're not trying to hit each other. He's already on the goddamn dark side. He is trying to kill. He's supposed to try to kill him. Fuck you. It's not good. Last Jedi. Goated. I love this movie. Because, one, Rey is a Mary Sue. This is fact. She is literally a Mary Sue. I've tried to defend it for years. But going back to to the sequel trilogy, especially after the third one, she is literally a Mary Sue. Like, I tried so hard to defend it, but unfortunately, but you have to take a battle loss eventually. But with Last Jedi, they bring her down to a normal level for a Star Wars character. She is still capable. She's still able to do things, but she's struggling. She is conflicted. She is having battles. That is fantastic to have for a character, because I don't like a character who's all powerful. That's the reason why I still kind of have a love-hate relationship between the first trilogy, with the prequel trilogy, because Anakin is powerful, but he does have struggles. But with Last Jedi, like I said, they do bring her down a peg to even her out, to make sure that she actually does have struggles. She doesn't know everything. She's not all powerful, which is great, because like I said, this makes me really like Rey as a character. until another movie. Anyway, the lightsaber fights are pretty decent in this one. I do kind of have issues with the lightsaber fight in the Supreme Leader's chambers after Kylo kills him. I mean, there's some choreographing issues in that one, but it's still good. I still like the movie. It's the same thing as Empire Strikes Back. Like, okay, they won. Let's kind of show the fact, like, oh, war isn't as fun as people would assume it would be, because like the intro scene, we see them lose hard, even though they barely managed to win. Like the whole crux of like the story is like sometimes you don't need to fight or don't need to push like everything at once to just destroy your enemy, because like they sacrifice like so many bombers just to destroy one ship. So yeah, I was like, ugh, like there's some mixed messaging with some of the stuff, but it's still a great movie. I still love it. That's the only one of the trilogy I will actively watch, in which means I will look at it, click play, watch it all the way through. Phantom Menace. Let's put you C. Actually, no. Let's go B. Because, actually, no. Let's go C. Let's go back to C. Original post. So, The Phantom Menace, a good start to bring in everybody that we know and love. Obi-Wan, Anakin, all that stuff. I do have qualms with it, but the music is fantastic. I do love the fact that like there's a lot of sets here, because that was one of my main issues with both Attack of the Clones and and Revenge of the Sith, is that everything is CGI. The whole there's no stage; it's just CGI everywhere. But yeah, they like practical sets, practical effects, and stuff like that. I think this was the last one they did that with, or the mainline story ones until the sequel trilogy. But anyway, yeah, I love the space battle. The lightsaber duel between Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon, and Darth Maul. Just that's how a lightsaber fight should fucking go. But yeah, the Tatooine scenes drag on a little too long for me. The whole part, I mean, the fact is that they're really focusing on the politics of this movie, which is fine, but it does kind of drag on a little bit. Like, hey, yeah, we need to send relief to my people, all this stuff, but it just kind of trudges along a little bit too long. But yeah, I'll still watch the prequel trilogy. Fuck that movie. Fuck Rise of Skywalker. Fuck that movie. Rogue One. Goated. A good little in-between movie, even though it is a little bit controversial that way. Like, oh, we need a setup for the movie to figure out how they got the plans for the Death Star. But it is really good. Sure, it is. The only thing is I kind of wish they kind of cut out a little bit of time for it. But the story overall is fantastic. I love Andor. I love Jin. I love Beirut. I love all the characters in this movie. It kind of did make me sad when K2 did die near the end of the movie, but it's still one of my favorite Star Wars movies ever, especially with the space battle at Scarif. Every time they pop in out of hyperspace into at the shield generator, just chills, goosebumps. It makes me feel like I'm a kid again watching Star Wars for the first time. Especially whenever they hear the and then yeah, it just makes me excited. Like, yeah, the good guys are here. Yeah, let's go. But the only reason too is up here because of the last scene with Darth Vader. Like the scenes with Darth Vader is fucking sick. Like I just love his sass to with fucking what's his name? Director Krennic. Like I was like, yeah, I was like, you seem unsettled. I was like, pressed for time. There's so many things to do. And my apologies. Just love this sass to him. But yeah, the hallway scene with Darth Vader. I told the story before on a different account, but anyway, because the only reason why it's still goated because it has one of my favorite memories ever. Because it was me, my mom, I think my little brother was with us at the time too. But we were watching this movie and we were loving it. And the part came up where they were getting the plans from the Death Star onto the ship, all that stuff like that. But whenever it got quiet and like we're all just sitting there, and next you know we hear Darth Vader breathing. And as soon as he ignited his lightsaber, I just hear from from the right side of me. I just hear, "Ooh, they're gonna get it!" It's just a crunch of popcorn, and that's when he starts like basically toying with those rebel soldiers. And I always love that part of the movie because like just seeing like I think somebody on the YouTube comment pointed it out like the Jedi are gone. It's been like a couple of decades, and a lot of the soldiers have not even heard of a Jedi most likely or even seen anything like that. But you see this dude, red lightsaber, let's fire. Oh, he's blocking all of our he's blocking all of our shots. Holy shit, he lifted some dude up without even touching him. And then let's see here. One moment. One of my friends just wanted to join me. 1 second. Let me go ahead and add him in here. Sorry, but anyway, yeah, like these soldiers have not seen anything like a Jedi before, and if some have, then they're most likely like, oh shit, well we should actually get out of here, all that stuff. But yeah, that's my tier list. Oh wait, do I have? Oh yeah, okay. I'll wait till Champ gets here and then I'll clear it out. But yeah, that's my tier list. Fuck those movies. I hate it. It's comprehensive. Yes, it is. It is. The fact that those two aren't even on the list can tell you a lot. What's up, Champ? What's up? This is a friend of mine, Champ. We ranked Star Wars movies.
Interesting.
Yep. Those two aren't getting ranked.
I agree with Solo.
Yeah.
Why not?
They don't belong on the list. They don't belong on the list.
How do I place it?
That's why it's on the ground. It doesn't have a spot low enough.
Okay, well, it's going right here.
More controversy.
Oh, you said it doesn't have low enough.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
It's just
yeah, just in the ground.
This one's terrible.
Exactly.
I hated that.
That's why I have it in the ground too. Yeah, I should have did that honestly. But yeah, I ranked.
Twitch, so I can't watch it.
Yeah, we ranked vampires earlier, and there was like 3 of them that I could not. Well, one I couldn't remember, but there's 2 like anime ones. It's like so where they didn't have any Underworld, they didn't have Dusk Till Dawn, they didn't have Lost Boys. No, like not even Van Helsing, and I hate Van Helsing.
That's crazy.
Alrighty, let's go. Let's see here. Let me clear this. Well, any you have thoughts of?
Have you done? Oh, there's several.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. Dude. Champ's gonna. I'll let Champ pick the next one. Oh, I guess I'm gonna put the camera over here. There we are.
Emote. No, never mind.
Oh, okay.
Furry avatars.
Which one?
Furry avatars.
Furry avatars. Okay. Let me.
Number 29.
I'll have to scroll down myself for it.
Number 29.
Alrighty. Furry avatars. Let's get this list going.